Hey guys, we're gonna do a toy unboxing, and I'm also gonna show you a few things I picked up recently. It's just a few things. I'm gonna do that first. Not gonna take long, but the toy we're unboxing today, and I really hate to have to discard this box. It has this gorgeous picture of Emma Watson, and that was reason enough for me to purchase this. But gonna unbox this Beauty and the Beast live action movie figure set in a moment. But first, let's look at some things I recently picked up. This one I didn't pick up. This one was sent to me in the mail. It's a Tiki Man Head mask thing. And I got this for free from Amazon Vine, which they send me things for free to write reviews of, and they have to special invite you, so I can't help you get into the Amazon Vine. But I've been writing reviews on Amazon for like ever, just as a hobby, and I haven't done it lately very much because I do these video reviews now. But every once in a while I do, although usually I do them for Vine, but sometimes I do other reviews on Amazon. And yeah, they sent me this Toscano Tiki Man Head, and I really like it. I thought it was gonna be bigger. See, you see them. They send you a list, and you get to pick a few items from the list, and it's on there every day. Actually, they don't send it to you anymore. It's just on a page on a website of theirs. And yeah, I thought this looked cool. I thought it was gonna be bigger, but honestly, it's pretty big. It's big enough, you know, to go on my wall somewhere. I think it's meant for outside, but you know, I'm gonna probably hang it up in my room or somewhere if I can find a spot. Very cool Tiki Man Head. Yeah, I like that. And what else? A couple other things. What else? Oh, well, it's Girl Scout season. Yeah, Girl Scout cookie season, that is. I have a friend who has a daughter in Girl Scouts, so I bought a few cookies from them, even though I'm not supposed to be eating cookies right now, and I'm not going to you know, I just got like one of each of my favorites because it's once a year. You know, I'm not gonna buy any more. But I got some Samoas, some Tagalong. Oh no, wait, Do-si-dos. Well, the peanut butter sandwich ones, the sandwich ones, not the patties, and some thin. What are they? Not Thin Mints. Is that what they're called? Thin Mints? No, they're not called Thin Mints. They're called. Yeah, they are called Thin Mints, right? I don't know. You know, the mint ones. I don't usually like mint stuff, but those mint cookies they have are so chocolatey, and I love chocolate. So yeah, so I got like, you know, a few boxes of, just a few, just because I wanted to help my friend out. And finally, a big sale at Best Buy on Studio Ghibli Blu-rays, and probably the DVDs too, I don't know. Really good deals. I mean, technically they're just like a couple bucks less each, but still, I mean, $12.99 for Studio Ghibli movies is pretty cool. So I picked up quite a few. I finally cashed that first check, and most of it's going to rent, but I splurged a little bit because I've been, you know, stressing over that check for so long. It made me feel better. So, and I've been saying for a long time, I really need to get some Studio Ghibli movies. I have like a small handful, and like half of that is on standard def, more than half. So I got some upgrades here. And I got some that I never had before, and some, you know, most of these I have never seen before. I think I've only seen like 3 of these, maybe. Yeah, even some of the ones that I've owned for a long time on standard def, I haven't watched. Howl's Moving Castle, I never had that one before. I do own on Blu-ray. I own Ponyo. I own Secret World of Arrietty, which that one I saw in theaters. I don't remember if I saw Ponyo in theaters. I don't think so. And I own Whisper of the Heart, which I've never watched. And yeah, I really need to sit and watch some Studio Ghibli. And I've got like some standard def ones that I upgraded most of. Like I had Totoro on standard def. Now I've got it on Blu-ray. And will I get rid of my standard def versions? I don't know, because sometimes they're different, because some of them have, like, I know Kikis Delivery Service, which is my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, And that's, you know, I was like debating on even getting this on Blu-ray, but when you want to watch the original language version, you might as well watch it on Blu-ray, right? It's one of my favorite films. It has some bittersweet aspects for me because of somebody I used to know who was like the living embodiment of the lead character for me. But yeah, that story didn't end well. But so it's a bittersweet movie for me. But it was always my favorite because it was my first Studio Ghibli movie. I saw it on the Disney Channel with Kirsten Dunst's voice, which that version is on here. But like I was saying, the songs, they had some original English language version songs in that dub. And I hear they're not on the DVD, so I'm definitely going to keep my DVD. I hear they're not on the Blu-ray, so I'm definitely going to keep my DVD version. But yeah, which one I'm going to end up watching more and less, I don't know. But I'm still happy to finally have it on Blu-ray. And what else? Wind Rises, never seen this one. I've already taken the plastic off because I put in the Disney movie rewards, because with all these, I almost have enough to get a free Blu-ray. I'm going to get Hercules for free that way if I just get like 2 more movies. I'm like 3 away from having all the classic Disney animated films upgraded to blue. Of course, they'll probably be on 4K before you know it. Nausicaa. Actually, a friend of mine sent me the DVD, and I haven't had time to watch it. Now I've got the Blu-ray. So I'll check that out. But again, like, I have the DVD of this. I have the DVD of Totoro. I don't know if they have a situation like Kiki where they have English language songs that are not going to be on the Blu-rays. I don't know. I'm going to have to research this a little bit before I chuck my DVDs. Or give them away or sell them or whatever I'm going to do with them. Kiki, like I said, Kiki I'm keeping. Castle in the Sky. This one I did have on standard def, and I don't remember if I ever watched it. I do watch my Ghibli movies sometimes, but usually when I'm in the mood for a Ghibli movie, I'm going to watch Kiki. Or, you know, Totoro, I've watched that one. Or Spirited Away, which I still need to upgrade Spirited Away. Some of them are still pretty expensive. I don't know if they're just not on sale at all. Spirited Away was still, I think that one's a few bucks less, but it's still like $19.99. I don't usually pay $19.99 for movies unless they're brand new and I'm really excited to get them. So Spirited Away, I kind of want it to go down a little cheaper. But I don't know, maybe I'll end up getting it before the sale's over. Who knows? They didn't have Princess Mononoke at the Best Buy that I went to. It was just sold out. That one's also on sale, so I'll probably stop at another Best Buy, see if I can find it. That's one that I have seen. I do have it on DVD, but I don't care what anyone says. I mean, those are all good movies, but Kiki's Delivery Service always going to be my favorite. And then Pompo, this one was not as cheap as the others. It was on sale, and again, the sale is only like $2 or $3 less depending on the movie. But you know, if you get a lot of them, it's a nice price to like get like a Ghibli movie for like $12.99. Just because, I mean, these are great animated films, you know. These are the Disney movies of Japan, you know. Pompo was a little more expensive. I think this one was like $17.99. Regular price, though, was always pretty high. So it was, you know, any kind of break was good. And I've been wanting this one forever because I have kind of a special memory of watching this. They aired it on like TNT or TBS or no, not TBS. It was like TCM. That's what I'm thinking. TCM or AMC. I don't remember which, but they aired it. And they aired it after Grave of the Fireflies. So I had a little double feature that night, and it was really neat. And I watched it with my late father, who passed away like in 2011 of leukemia, which we're still, you know, we're still getting over that. My father was not a big animation guy, but he was really taken by those movies. He had never really he never really saw much anime, but what he saw of Grave of the Fireflies and Pompo, he was really impressed, and he even said something like, "I didn't know there were animated movies like this," you know, because of the beautiful artwork. He loves beautiful backgrounds. He doesn't have a lot of, or he didn't have a lot of favorite animated films. I know that he loved Rescuers Down Under. And I could probably think of a few more that he loved, but that's the one that I remember him really loving. And then he was really impressed when he saw these. So yeah, yeah, I had to get this one. It was a special one for me, and I've been wanting to see it again. I really haven't seen this one ever since that night, years and years ago. So I'm pretty excited to see this. I've been wanting it and wanting it. But it was just a little too pricey. And it was still kind of pricey. There were other ones there that were not as cheap as the, you know, they weren't $12.99 like those others I bought, but you know, so I was like, oh, I'll have to get these later. I couldn't buy it. I bought way too many. I mean, I still might go back for one or two, but I want to see if I can find Mononoke, because I still like that price, even if it is just a couple bucks less than usual. But yeah, so that's what I picked up. And get yourself to Best Buy. You've got a few more days until, you know, Sunday, when the sale will probably end. Yeah, so let's get to that unboxing. And I do want to say, my hair, it's bugging the heck out of me, but I have to grow it out. If you didn't see in a previous video, I have to like grow my hair kind of long for cosplay I'm doing for next, maybe October, but definitely like by the holidays. Mainly thinking of wearing it to the Ren Fest, the Texas Ren Fest, and it's gonna require me to grow my hair, so and lose about 200 pounds. So yeah. I've got a lot of time before then. I don't know how much weight I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna try. I swear, those I had to get those Girl Scout cookies for a friend of mine. So anyway, okay, let's unbox that toy. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a good look at this toy now, and we're gonna crack her open. So first, let's look at the package here. You have, well, basically what this is a set of 2 action figures and a little table with a little rose on it in its little plastic case. Well, it's a glass case. Basically, this is a set of figures from the new upcoming movie Beauty and the Beast, the live-action Disney version, starring Emma Watson and who cares who else. And I'm sure there's some great people in this movie, but this is the draw of the movie, even though I have to say, now I adore Emma Watson. I friggin' love Emma Watson. She is one of my favorite girls right now. She's one of my girls. It's her, it's Felicity Jones, it's Dove Cameron, some internet porn model called Jeff Milton. Yeah, her name is Jeff. She's totally a chick. She was always a chick. And she's like knockout. And probably some random cosplay models. Definitely a lot of Asian cosplay models for sure. Probably some I'm forgetting. Anyway, Emma Watson is up there in that top group of my current favorite girls in the world. And yeah, so you would think I'd be jumping for joy at her playing Belle. Now, it does make sense to me, Emma Watson playing a beauty in a Beauty and the Beast movie. That makes perfect sense to me. What doesn't make sense to me is Emma Watson playing Belle in the Disney Beauty and the Beast live-action remake. Because whenever I see this movie, I feel like I'm seeing Emma Watson filling in for Belle in a remake of Beauty and the Beast. It's just, I mean, they should have got an unknown person or somebody who really reminds me of Belle. In no way does Emma Watson remind me of Belle. Is she gorgeous like Belle? Yeah, but not like Belle. They don't look anything alike. They don't really act alike. You know what? Everybody who was saying, oh my God, she's perfect for Belle, a lot of fangirls were saying that, and the real reason they're saying that is because she's a bookworm in the Harry Potter films. And everybody thinks Belle reads books all the time, and you know, it's like when people say, oh, Belle, she's a nerd and everything. She's not a nerd. She wasn't a nerd. She wouldn't go out with a nerd. She is a gorgeous girl who happens to read like a lot of girls do. She was never a nerd. Hermione was a nerd. a ridiculously beautiful nerd, but a nerd. Emma Watson, when I watch Emma Watson in this movie, I see Emma Watson. Or I see Hermione, but mostly I see Emma Watson. And the problem is not that I can't see Emma Watson in a movie. It's just, this is Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and I just don't see her as that character. There might be some, you know what? I could almost see her, I could see her play Jane from in a Tarzan, a Disney remake of Tarzan maybe. Barely. I could definitely see her in a Tarzan movie. Yeah, I think I could. I think she could do a good job with that. I just don't see her as Belle, and it's not because she's not every bit as gorgeous, maybe more gorgeous than Belle, you know? I just don't see her as that character. I think the movie's going to be excellent because if you're just retelling an excellent movie, it can't really be bad. I think she'll be fine, but it's not going to, I think I'm going to be conscious the whole time that I'm watching Emma Watson as Belle. I'm not coming down on her. I think she's gonna be great. I think she's awesome. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. I probably have said it before. I know I have. I don't know if I've said it on YouTube. Probably. But anyway, I still adore Emma Watson. I'll be there probably opening night and everything, and definitely opening weekend. I'm excited to see the movie. It's a live-action Beauty and the Beast, and I bought this because I love Emma Watson, and as you can see, it's not a terrible likeness either. And I gotta say, another reason I bought this, it's kind of hard to see. I got the reflection of the computer, but I don't have very good lighting in here. But now, honestly though, as toys, yeah, these kind of look like Happy Meal toys to me in their simplicity. Now, there's some detail in the Beast's outfit, but they've got, like, I'm guessing they've got 1, 2, maybe 3 points of articulation on Belle. I mean, you know, we'll open her up and find out. Maybe not even any, I don't know. The Beast might have 5 points of articulation. I don't know. I wish they had made some 6-inch action figures. Even 7-inch, but I prefer 6-inch. I've said this before, I wish Disney would make a line of 6-inch action figures that sort of, you know, similar to what they have for Star Wars with the Black Series, similar to what they have with the Marvel Legends series, compatible with those, you know? I want to be able to line up all my Disney figures with those characters too, and make some Muppets that are in scale with that. You know, put them in that Disney line. Make a line of Disney action figures that is like the Marvel Legends. Make a Disney Legends line of action figures that never stops. And, you know, with really random old stuff mixed in with the popular new stuff. You can have a figure of Angelina Jolie's Maleficent, and you can, in that same wave, you can have the 1950s Shaggy Dog, or a deluxe set of Herbie the Love Bug with Dean Jones and Buddy Hackett action figures. Make a big line of awesome action figures. I'm super excited right now because there is a figure of Anna from Frozen that is from Japan, and it's really expensive, but I'm going to try to order it at some point here. And it's like the Sailor Moon figures that I collect. It's really highly articulated, and you've got the alternate heads and hands and things. I don't know what all you have, but it's this really elaborate figure of Queen Elsa. I was going to say Princess Elsa. Of Queen Elsa, and it's a gorgeous figure. It is phenomenal. It looks like she walked right out of the TV screen. And I really want to get that one. And that's, you know, you don't even have to go that far. It'd be nice if they made more in that line and not just Frozen. At least make a Rapunzel and Anna, you know. But yeah, they really, I don't know how well it would sell, but I really wish they would make some good quality 6-inch action figures. I mean, you know, you mix in the Pirates of the Caribbean figures, but then you also have figures from, you know, Pinocchio and Absent-Minded Professor from the 50s, or Davy Crockett, and you know, a figure of Walt Disney himself, and you have a color version, you have black and white version. It would be so cool. I mean, a lot of Disney people would love it. I guess maybe there's not enough Disney fanatics to keep, you know, something like that going, but I'd be so excited. And you can have park versions of figures too. You can have regular Mickey Mouse action figure in there, and you can have theme park Mickey Mouse action figure. But I'm rambling on. Let's get to the figures that we have in hand. These figures are not very big. I don't have my ruler, but you know, look, you're looking at my finger there, and it comes down to like that line, that lifeline there. So that's about how big, and I have small hands, to be honest with you. And these are, yeah, and these are by what, Hasbro? Yeah, Hasbro. Hasbro is the company that makes Marvel Legends and all that. I don't know why they can't make some awesome big old action figures of this, but I'm happy they made something that isn't a fashion doll, because I mean, you know, you can buy whatever you want. I buy fashion dolls sometimes, but as a guy, as an older guy already getting older, I hope to someday have a girl over in this room again. Only done that once, and and I don't really want to have a bunch of fashion dolls all over the place. I have a Go-Go Tamago on my shelf right now. I have a couple of others that are, because that's all they made of Go-Go Tamago that didn't suck. They made like a little figure of her that sucked, so I had to get that big fashion doll from the Disney store, and it's a really sweet doll, I have to admit. But you know, I don't want tons of fashion dolls. I want action figures, but I want them bigger than this. But I'm happy that they made something, even if they look semi like Happy Meal toys, you know, better quality sculpting and you know, paint detail, but you know, kind of like Happy Meal toys. But at least they made something that wasn't either too babyish or too, I got my low battery sign on there, hang on. At least they made something that wasn't too babyish or just too feminine for some of us. So I'm glad of that. So how about the package? You've got this great picture of Emma Watson as Belle, and she looks gorgeous. It does look like Emma Watson cosplaying as Belle, but she looks gorgeous. And then you have your warning, choking hazard, small parts, Enchanted Rose scene, and then that's what this is called, the Enchanted Rose scene, because everything else there is just the same title in different languages. On the back it says Beauty and the Beast. You've got another gorgeous picture of Emma as Belle. It's gonna be great. It's just gonna be, it's gonna take some getting used to for me, because I'm not gonna ever not be aware that I'm watching Emma Watson as Belle, you know, pretending to be Belle. The Beast must learn to love another and earn her love in return before the last petal falls from the enchanted rose. And then it says the same thing in multiple languages. And you've got more warnings on the back, and then you got your copyright stuff from Hasbro. And it's a big old plastic front, clear plastic. Okay, so I'm gonna open her up. We're gonna take a look at her and him. They look cool. I just wish they were bigger and more, you know, more realistic. Let's take a look at them though. Okay guys, here we have them out of the package. Now this backdrop here is just part of the package. It's that part there. It's the actual cardboard from the package. If you're, oh, I just knocked her down. If you want to, you know, you can always keep this. And actually, it's, now that I look at it, I was about to say I'm just gonna toss it, but actually, it's pretty nice for a backdrop. So you know, there's something that you can keep there. Figures stand nicely, by the way. I just stood them up again. So yeah, with the backdrop behind them, that actually does look really nice. I'm not sure that looks like it's the ballroom or something. I don't think it's the room where the rose is supposed to be, but let's get it out of here for now. I probably won't keep mine. But anyway, so here are the figures. And I'm going to start with the easy ones first here. Here's Belle. Easy because, you know, I don't think there's much to her as far as like articulation or anything. I like this the sculpt for a little figure like this, and honestly I like it better than anything else they have for this movie that I've seen so far. I don't really care much for the fashion dolls or anything. They're not terrible. The ones at the Disney store are worse looking than the ones I'm talking about, the fashion dolls, than the ones at Toys R Us and Walmart. And I bought this at Toys R Us, by the way. I bought this set at Toys R Us, and at the end of the video, I'm going to attach some footage of various merchandise that they have right now from this film at Toys R Us. They do have a lot of merchandise at the Disney store, but really, like I said, I kind of like the regular merchandise for this film better than I do what's at the Disney store. At least I like this figure set is the only thing that I really liked, but I just wish it was bigger. Is it posable? Let me see. Honestly, this figure of Belle, I'm not sure I'm not sure there's any articulation. Let me put this camera down, and I'll try to move her around a little bit. I'm putting this on a stand. So hang on, bear with me for a second. Okay, let's move this out of the way and let's take a good look at Belle. So, very pretty face. It looks like Emma Watson considering the scale and everything. I mean, it's not like a total exact likeness or anything. I'm pretty sure that head is not meant to turn, and I don't want to break it. How about the arms? The arms, you know what? I'm not sure any of this figure is meant to be moved. I'm not going to do it. I already did it too much. Maybe I've ruined it already. Yeah, they don't seem to be articulated at all. Now that's a surprise. I thought this was going to be an articulated figure at least at the shoulders and the head. But nope, no articulation. And there's some shoes down here. It's nice detail, but there's absolutely no articulation. So this is just a basic PVC figure, but you can see where it was attached. It's just and you can move it around that way, but eventually you'll probably break it if you keep trying. There's some great sculpt that I have to praise the sculpt. The sculpting is nice for a little figure like this. I just did not know this was a PVC figure and just like no movement or anything. I don't care that much. I wouldn't have done too much with it in that regard. It's just makes me wish even more that they made some really great big action figures of it. Not that I expected any. This is better than I expected. That's why I am happy with this. I just expected those fashion dolls and nothing else. That's all we've gotten for so long from Disney. They did have some action figures from the first Alice movie they did a long time ago. I don't remember if they were any good. I never got them. I wasn't buying figures as much at that time. I picked up more on that shortly after. It was sort of a period where I just wasn't buying toys as much. I was thinking I wasn't going to, and then I got way hardcore back into buying toys. But yeah, so all I can say about this Belle figure, she's really gorgeous. I think she does have some likeness to Emma Watson, not dead on or anything. But considering it's a figure of a live-action Belle, it does manage to get that across. It doesn't just look like a figure of animated Belle, that's for sure. And it has enough of a likeness. Probably certain angles are better than others. That's usually the case with figures of female live-action characters. Nice little necklace detail there. It's mainly sculpt. This is a nice shiny, like maybe semi-metallic looking paint there, or plastic, I guess. I don't think that's paint. I think it's just the plastic. I don't know. Really don't know. But yeah, if you want to get one of these, I suggest going to Toys R Us, or they'll probably end up cheaper at Walmart or Target or wherever. But really look at the paint jobs and make sure this. I think this neck area, that skin tone on the neck area in the chest, that's where you've got paint and where you really want to make sure it looks good. And she's got that nice gold detail to her hair there, that that hair piece there. Really beautiful. I just wish she was bigger, that's all. Let's go on to the table before we get to the beast. Nice little table piece right here. It's got some great detail. All the sculpting in this stuff is good. It's got nice different tonal shades to the gray. Yeah, this is a nice little table. And you've got, put Belle over here, the table right here. And then you've got this, and this is actually 3 pieces, because the rose, when I unpackaged it, the rose fell out, and I was like, what? Is this broken? But, or is this not made to actually stand? But there's a little hole there, and you just sort of stick the rose in it. So it's actually pretty cool. And there's the little clear plastic base, and that piece, which has some nice detail too. This top part is like soft rubbery plastic, but this part is hard plastic, and it's got this nice sculpture to it. These like leaves or something. So that goes on there, and it looks really nice actually. And then last but not least, you have the Beast figure. And the thing about this one that was really interesting is we get our first, like, well, I'm seeing for the first time the full body of the Beast. I didn't know they gave him a lion tail, which I think is kind of weird. He had like a wolf tail in the movie, in the animated film, and I kind of wish they stayed with that. I don't really like the lion tail. And it was part of the whole idea that he was a bunch of different creatures. He was supposed to have, like, the horns are supposed to be like buffalo horns. To me, they kind of overdid the horns in the live action movie. I really just felt like they should have just stuck very close to the animated film, and they kind of did, but I don't know why they went so overboard with the horns, and I don't know why they decided they had to change the tail to a lion tail. Otherwise, it looks exactly like the movie, and I'm kind of shocked here because I'm noticing there's 0 articulation. I shouldn't be too shocked since Belle had no articulation, but yeah, this is just a solid plastic toy, and it's a great sculpt. Look at the face. I like that. That's really neat. I like these like purple tones in the horns. And then you got this great gold detail. I mean, I don't regret getting this. I'm not going to play with it, but if you bought it as a kid, it looks like it's at least going to have 5 points of articulation, probably even 6 with the tail. But zero articulation. Interesting. I'm not hugely disappointed. Like I said, I didn't really... There's a little white speck. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to play with it or anything. I would just display it somewhere if I do display it anywhere. But, I mean, you know, right now I'm in a small apartment, but I would display it somewhere if I had more space. Or when I have more space. But, I mean, I might. But, yeah, I thought there would be some articulation to this. But what you have there are 2 really beautiful small figures. They're not very big at all. Let me do a size example. Here's a quarter. And the quarter, you know, is like way big compared to Belle's head there. So yeah, there's a little super glue bottle. my rulers just are not handy, but yeah, they're not very big. They're like 4-inch figures, I guess, but they're very beautifully detailed. They're less like Happy Meal toys than I thought, because basically when I said that, I said that because I thought they were going to be jointed like Happy Meal toys, but no, they're not jointed at all. So yeah, in a sense, they're kind of better looking than I thought they were going to look. Once I got them out of the package, I kind of like the look better, because they feel less like Happy Meal toys now, because they don't do anything stupid or have any awkward joints and big screws or anything. But, you know, they are just solid plastic toys. But they're nice display pieces. They should be twice as big, at least. Now, they also had a set of the other little characters. They had Lumiere, a set. It was one set like that one, but it had Lumiere, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, Chip, maybe some other characters. And but the thing is, and I think they were trying to sell them as if they would go with this set, and they were beautifully detailed, but they're not in scale with these guys. They're in scale with more with the fashion doll size characters. I don't think they were selling them with that idea, but they would look great with the fashion doll characters, and they're definitely more in scale with them. They're not in scale with these, because Mrs. Potts is like, I think she's like that big or something, you know? She'd be like to to Belle's waist or something. But it was a really beautiful set. If you get the fashion doll size characters, I would definitely get that set. But I opted for this one because I didn't really want the big fashion dolls. I don't really have space for them. And honestly, I think this Belle is prettier than the fashion doll ones. Although the mass market fashion dolls at Toys R Us and Walmart are not bad, and they're way better than the Disney Store ones as far as the faces go. But yeah, the price on these, I should mention, these are $19.99, which I will say does seem extremely overpriced. A similar set like this from the Jungle Book movie was like $5, and I think that was like full price. In fact, now that I have these, I am very tempted to go back and get one or two of those Jungle Book sets. I think they still have some of them. I don't know if they have the whole bunch, but I was kind of like, oh, what am I going to do with these? They're just kind of meh, and they're not in scale, but I don't know, I wouldn't mind setting them up with these. If I had some others, I have the Pete's Dragon one, but that one's not in scale with these. I mean, the dragon is way small, like that, you know. I wish toys would be in scale, and especially there's no excuse for these. They're all coming from Disney. Make them in scale so we can set them up together like they all inhabit the same world. But you know, it is what it is. They're $20. It does seem very overpriced, but of course Beauty and the Beast is going to be a big hit, and it's going to sell a lot of toys. So this is the best thing that I found, the thing that appealed to me the most, and the only thing that wasn't just blatantly for little girls, you know. So yeah, I do kind of recommend this if you want some kind of toy item from the movie. There'll probably be some Hallmark ornaments next Christmas, or you know, something like that I'll probably also get. I don't know anything else, but you know, I like film replica stuff, I like action figures, and I like Hallmark ornaments. So that tends to be what I look for. I like statues too, but have very limited space right now for that kind of thing, and they have to really appeal to me. I usually don't get live action based statues, although I might someday. Limited space and all that, but yeah, I'm happy with them. I think they're a little overpriced, but and that's mainly because of the size. If they were larger, I would expect more detail out of them, but honestly, I would still be happy with them because they do have a lot of detail. It's a good set. It's out there right now. I got it at Toys R Us today. I haven't checked Walmart. I was kind of debating, like, if I went to Walmart, these will probably be $14.99, but I didn't want to go to Walmart. I really don't like going to Walmart anymore. I used to like it a lot more, but because of the toys and the movies section, and even the books and magazines section sometimes. But the parking is just insane, and there's so many shady people going to Walmart. I usually go to Target, and here in Austin, the parking is insane everywhere. You almost don't want to go anywhere because of the parking. But anyway, so yeah, there you have it, guys. This is the Beauty and the Beast, what is it called? The Enchanted Rose Scene playset. So it's nice. It's not bad. For the big fan of this movie or Beauty and the Beast, you know, it's pretty good. I guess I figure as I look at it, the Beast should probably be much larger than that. But then I'm kind of thinking of the animated film. I have no idea how that goes in the live action film. In the animated film, Beast is way bigger than Belle. But this might be the way they do it in this movie. And anyway, so we anticipate the film coming out soon. And I think the tickets are already on sale at the Draft House, Alamo Draft House. They have some collectible glasses. They always make, like, not always, but they often make some original collectible pint glasses for movies. I didn't get the Rogue One ones because I actually preferred the mass market Rogue One pint glasses, which I did pick up. Mainly because I just wanted a picture of Jyn Erso on my glass. And the Draft House ones were just a battle scene with a lot of troops and stuff. But And, you know, right now they have one that's got the title Beauty and the Beast on it and like some rose design. But I don't know, I might pass on that one. Anyway, Beauty and the Beast. Check it out, guys. And here I will now attach some footage of the other items I saw at Toys R Us today. So enjoy.